Another huge week for House Republicans in their quest to pass a reconciliation package with President Trump's domestic priorities. Several key committees that oversee taxes and Medicaid spending are taking a look at the proposals. Let's check in now with Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales with the latest. Erik?
Well, good evening, Catherine. It's going to be a very big week for the so-called Big Beautiful Bill as it continues to make its way through committees. Tomorrow, it's going to be dissected by the Ways and Means Committee, and then later in the week, the Energy and Commerce, along with the Agricultural Committees, are going to take a look at it. In the latest Energy and Commerce Committee draft, significant changes to Medicaid could be passed, including new workforce requirements and more frequent eligibility checks on beneficiaries. Republicans continue to say it's about preventing waste, fraud, and abuse, but not cutting benefits to qualified people.
You got to find it in Medicaid, and it's not cuts, it's redoing something that realigning the language of who qualifies and who doesn't.
Republican senators are watching the legislative maneuvering by their House counterparts to avoid the threat of a filibuster. Anything the House produces will need to be revised to meet the Senate's reconciliation rules, but most agree there is a lot of waste to eliminate.
There's a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse in the Medicaid system that we ought to be rooting out to make it more viable for the people who need it most, pregnant moms, individuals with disabilities, and I think that's our focus. So we're not talking about any kind of benefit reductions.
A partial text of the Ways and Means Committee tax proposal released last week makes permanent the individual income tax rates, which are due to expire at the end of the year. It would also extend and temporarily boost far-reaching tax benefits like the child tax credit. But so far, the version does not address President Trump's biggest tax priorities. The House Republican-approved budget allows for $4.5 trillion in tax cuts, contingent on the GOP being able to find $2 trillion in spending cuts now. Democrats say there's no way to make that much in cuts without impacting benefits for the most vulnerable.
Don't try to do something all on your own that takes health care away from folks to give tax cuts to Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. That's not good.
The cost of childcare is unaffordable for every family, and if you take away Head Start and childcare grants, it makes it more unaffordable.
And just moments ago, House Republicans released the full text of their tax bill. The 389-page package includes 2017 tax cuts to make them permanent and includes President Trump's new campaign priorities, such as no tax on tips, overtime, or even car loan interests. It also includes increase on credit amounts for adoptions and child care and more deductions for seniors. Just a reminder, the House only has 8 legislative days left before the Memorial Day recess. That's the deadline when Speaker Johnson wanted to have the reconciliation bill passed by the House. I'll have more on the details of this latest tax bill and the full reconciliation bill being worked on in the Ways and Means Committee tomorrow on EWTN News Nightly. Catherine, back to you in the studio.